how to create a digital planner. This is one that I created earlier this summer. And so within here, I have, you can click on this arrow to go to the page and it takes you to the index page. You click here to go to that page. It takes you to this one, which is line pages, and click on this one and it takes you to this, which is the doodle section. So I was able to create hyperlinks throughout this whole project to guide people through the digital process. So I'm going to show you all how to do that. First things first, you need to go over to Creative Fabrica and download these digital binder rings. They're sets of 3 gold. I downloaded this and I use this in my project. If you have a Creative Fabrica account, it's free. If not, I'm not sure the pricing of it is, but make sure that you download this binder ring set or another binder ring set to have one to create binding for your digital projects. Let's see what other digital binding rings they may have, if they have any more. And you see several of others appear. So you find what fits you and what you want to use. So they have others that are here. Those are all nice. So I just chose the gold ones, but you can choose whatever works for you and your project. So they have all these binder rings that are here. They have glitter, some patterns. So yeah, it runs the whole gamut of what you can download. That's cute too. So you find what works for you and your project. So once you have done that, and I have done mine already, so let me go to where I have mine, and we shall go ahead and get started with this. So something else that I want to tell you all, that some of the digital binders, they start out with a background that is wood-like because they want to envision or imagine that being on like an actual desk. You can do that if you want to. That's what I'm going to do, but just follow along and you do what works best for you. So you can download a wood background or simply go over to your elements in here, as I'm going to do, type in wood background and see what pops out. All right. So these are some, I'm going to go with a whitewash look and just drag and stretch it to where it covers the entire screen. All right. So then next, I'm going over here and I'm going to type in grid. Now the grid will cover the whole entire screen, but I want to make it smaller than that because you want to essentially have like a book on this. So you have to jazz it up to make it look as you would like for it to look. But I am not going to go over so far because I want to make sure that I leave room for my margin for my tabs and also leave room on the side as well for my binding. So as you can see right here when I drag it, you see the hashtag, the marks, that's the center, so I'll leave it there. All right, so now that is there. Let me go back to my projects. And I want this image to be the cover for this digital binder. So that is there. Now I have to look at my rings and see which ring I want to use. And also this, you have to be careful and play around because sometimes you move over too much, it then takes over what you have there. All right. And just play around, trying to get even the top and bottom. And another way around that is this. I'm just going to, I can also take that out because it's giving me a bit of a headache. So there's, as my grandmother would say, there's more than one way to skin a cat. I got this. So my hashtag is still there. So I'm going to go to my position and just put this back. And now I can easily place my binding on top of it so it doesn't become that grid. Take the form of that grid, it's there by itself. All right, so there is that. All right, so now I will type in a title for this. I think that I want this to boldly moving forward, but I want to give it a nice font, something that will stand out. So let me go over here to Smooth Fantasy. This has become one of my newer fonts that I'm using. I kind of like it a little bit. So let's change the color. I'm gonna make it white so that it stands out. Okay, now let's go over here to my effects and then give it a lift to where it's kind of bold. Okay, so we have boldly, and I said moving forward. So boldly moving forward, and I want to have that font to be something different as well. Okay, so increase that some. So that is there. All right. Now, let me give this some type of effect as well so it also stands out. So this is called Boldly Moving Forward, and this is going to be my cover for my digital planner. So Boldly Moving Forward. And I'm going to change this font because I want it to be one that I can bold so it stands out some. I think I like that better. It doesn't give me the option to make it bold, but it kind of stands out a little bit more. But I think I still want to play around with it some. And that's the thing, when you're working and doing these things, you have to find what fits and what feels good. So it may take a while for you to get there, but once you're there, you got it. All right, so this is Boldly Moving Forward. And this is the cover of the journal. Now, I want to create my tabs because you need to have tabs along the side for an index. For home is your cover page, but index, think about your pages you want to have inside of it. So all those things are important. So let's come back over to elements and let's type in a tab. And they offer several different types of tabs. So again, you have to figure out what works for you, what you're feeling and not feeling. I'm going to use this one. And let me increase my screen so I can see what I'm doing. All right. So I want this tab. And you have to make sure you have it where you want it, but you also have enough space in between. You can write on top of it. All those things, matter. And as you're going along, you see something doesn't fit, you can always change. Like I want this to be here, but I don't want it to touch the end of that. So let's make this a tad bit smaller. Okay, kind of liking that. So let's change the position to move it to the back. And now I'm gonna change that color to one of the colors that can be found within the image. So I'm coming over here to add new color, go to my color picker. And then I am just going to go across and see what color I want. I think I want to have this like orange type of color. I like that. So we'll stick with that one. So add in another tab. Okay, put that to the back. We can add in another tab. Let me space it down some. Add that to the back. Now you add in as many tabs as you want, as you may need, but this is the process of how you have to do it. Now I zoomed out because I want to make sure that my binding is still symmetrical because I had to make the image smaller. So that still looks good to me. So now here we are. This is the cover. So now you have to type in what you want on the outside. Now I'm going to use the first one will be my index page. Make that bold. Okay. And again, I'm going to zoom back in so I can see exactly what I'm doing to make sure I have it there. I think the older I become, the worse my vision gets. So I have to zoom in on things. I found that out recently. All right, so this is the index. And so let's straighten it up. All right, now let's make it smaller. Okay. So that's index. All right, so let's copy that one and bring it back over here. And this will just have line pages in it. So I'll just put in line pages. I don't like it being that small though. So let's go back and change that up again. It'll just be small. All right, that's line pages. And this is the index. All right, line pages. And then I want to have a doodle section. So I'll just type in doodle. All right, so that's how you can format the side of that so that it is there for you. So this is a zoomed in portion of it. And you make sure your placement is where you want it to be. And so this is how that goes. Now, you want to make sure that you name your pages. So therefore, as you're adding in the links and other pages, you know what page you're adding. So this right here, this page is going to be my front cover. And as I go along, you'll see why you have to do that. So this next page will be my index page. All right, now we're still going to have these same sides on here with the index, line pages, and doodle pages, but I want to make sure that I let you all know, I often copy my pages over and then overwrite on them. I'm not going to do that here because I don't want any links to mistakenly get placed onto another page. So therefore, come back over here, go to my elements, and I'm going to again place in my wood background and let that fit the page, because each page has to have its own identity and its own place. So that's that. And I'm just going to add in more pages and just copy this, duplicate it, and bring it down. So I'll have all of these things in place as I go along. What that is. Now, and sometimes it can become tedious, but once you get the hang of it, it's go time. You got it, you have it. And once you've done it one time, you can duplicate the same process over and over again. All right, so I have 5 pages here. So let's go back up, because this page now is going to be my index page. So I am just simply going to type in index. And make sure that I have my same font I used up top. Okay, that's index. Now I'm going to still do the same thing I did for my cover. I'm going to drag and drop her in there. Bring in my binding. Okay, that's there. Change this color to that orange. But that's not going to stay there. And I'll tell you why in a minute. So this is here. So now let me go to my elements and then get my tabs again. And I want to make sure that I now add in tabs for direction as they use this. Okay, this has to become a little bit smaller so that my tabs are not directly on the edge. And I know you're thinking I probably could just copy and paste the same thing, but I am doing this to ensure that I do not make an error. All right, so now I'm going to find an element that represents a home, because if they are working within their documents, they need to be able to, if they want to, be able to go back to the home. Now the home is going to be the cover page. So I will have this in here as well. So this is my home. Make it a little bit smaller and just slap it up here. I've seen some people where they use a tab up top. Whatever your preference is, that's fine, but you have to make sure you offer direction to your people so they know where to go to find what they need. So this would be the home, and I want to make it a bit smaller. I want to put on this side. And so now I have these two tabs. I want to put it towards the back. All right, so this is my index page, and I'm going to lighten her up. I'm sorry, decrease transparency so that the full color of the image is not there. And then I am going to put something behind that. So, you know, that's not what I want. Put something behind it so you can't really see her all the way. All right, so move that to the back, and I want to change that color to white. I need to make it smaller inside so it's not showing out there. Okay, so this is my index page. And I think I want to still decrease that transparency of her even more. All right, so that is that. Now, and I realize I have, it's not an actual square. For whatever reason, my square element that you can resize and downsize disappeared on me. But this is just to give you all a tutorial to show you how to do it. So if you can access your square element, then by all means use that. But for this one, I can see the difference here, but we're going with it because I'm not selling this project. All right, so this is home. Now, you see these three arrows, right? You can also add in a link. to then be able to direct your people back to your home page. I'm going to show you how. So with this, you click on link. Now, you can either type in the link, or you see now it gives you pages in this document. So you will click on the page that you want to then make that link for you. So my home is going to be my front cover page. So I click on that and it's done. You see how easy that was? You click and go. It does it for you and tells you the link has been added. So now on my side here, I said I was going to have line pages and doodle. So for this, since I have not added a link to, I'm going to just copy that and then bring it down just to ensure that I have the right sizing and just to make sure that everything with this one is good. So then bring that here. Now let me zoom in so I can see what it looks like. All right, that's there. I think this is kind of off. All right, so now this is your index page, and you can type in a message or whatever you want to say to your person that is purchasing this from you. So this is called Boldly Moving Forward. So this is dedicated to the woman who has decided that she deserves more. Inside this digital planner, you will have access to the lined pages, and a doodle section to free your mind, or whatever you want to add. But this is you know, this portion, you can do this, have a dedication, whatever else you want to add to it. I am also going to just add in my logo. Typically when I do just regular printed planners, I have like a page in there, say who is dedicated to or whatever, and then have a little message, and then drop in my logo so they know where they got it from, right? Okay, so this is now there. So next up, we want to go ahead and add in our line pages for our person to use. So with each one of these, you can have like a title page for each chapter, if you want to use that word, to help you have a cover. So what I'm going to do is still the same thing. I'm going to go back and I'm going to duplicate the cover, add in my binder, my binding rings, and then I will have my cover for that. And then after each page of a cover, proceed to add in what is going to be in that section. All right, so this is my index page. I have all these things together. Now, once I have created this section, then I can hyperlink it to the other one. All right, so this is my cover for this page again. All right, go my binder, binding rings. Now for this, I'm going to group it and I'm going to copy it because I'm not going to do this again. And I can do it this way because I have not put in any links, so it makes it easier for me as I go along. Oh my goodness. I'm clicking too fast. Okay. trying to find that sweet spot to get my hashes back up to make sure I have exactly where I want it to be. Okay. All right. So, and we still want to make sure that we add in the same things we have on the other page. So I'm going to go back to my elements and then find another home. And I'm going to add a home to the top of each of my pages because I still want to redirect anybody back to the cover page. So this is home. All right, so I have my home here. Make that a little bit smaller. And just duplicate it and drag it down here. And then duplicate it and add it down here. So now I go to my three dots, I click on my link, and then I can navigate it back to my actual front cover. Just click that, click done, link added. So that makes it super duper easy when you are trying to enter in all of your links. It's already there for you. No need to figure out, oh my gosh, what page is it, how to put the number in, it's right there. All right, so that's all done. So now I go back to add in my tab. Okay. Here is one. Here's the other. And then go to my position, pick them both and make sure that they are behind it. And then I'm going to make sure that I change my color and have my color be that orange. So since I have not created a link with these, I'm gonna just go ahead and copy these as well. Oh no, to save myself some time. Position behind. Duplicate it one more time. Position and put that behind. All right, so far I have my 5 pages. I have my cover pages for each section, and I've also added my link in to direct everyone back to the home. So now I need to add in line pages, doodle, and I also need to add an index link as well. And I think for that, I may just add another icon up top, but you can add in another tab if you want to. It is just, what fits your style as you are working on this and designing. And I know these are not straight, but I'm just putting it in there so I can go back and change it up after the fact. All right, so home is there. Now I need to find something that represents the index. Let's see. Don't really know. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm typing the word index. All right, so just type in index here. Make sure my fonts are still the same. Make it bold. Bring it up here. All right, so not on this page. Bring it up here and it just states index, right? So now I need to I'm gonna add something behind that, I think, to make it come out more. Just put another tab up top. Right, so change that color, to this and push it behind. Now change this to white. Then make it smaller. Okay. All right, so this is that. Now, to make it easier on myself, I'm just gonna group these things together and then just duplicate these to go across all the pages because I have not added in any type of link just yet. If you're doing that, make sure you do it before you add any links. Ask me how I know because I did that and I messed up and I was like, what's not working? So you have to make sure that if you're going to duplicate something, that you do it prior to adding in your links and makes your life a whole lot easier. Because if not, your stuff is not going to go. It won't link the people to where they be linked to, and it's just like it's a big headache. So let's make sure that you have that done. All right, so that is that. Now, index, index, index. Now I need to make sure I actually link it to my index. So I need to come here, ungroup, right? Then I'll click on the word index, do my grouping, do my more, do the link, and then this will take us to the index page. Link added. See that popped up? So you're good. And you see the underline is there too. So once the underline comes up, then you know it's actually linked to where you want to be linked to. So that's the index, ungroup, 3 dots, link, index, come back down, ungroup, 3 dots, 3 dots, link, index. So now all of those have been linked back to your index page. All right, so this is the lined section. So I'm gonna type on here and just say, line pages. It's making kind of funky, maybe put it on the side like that. And stretch it out some. All right, so then change the font to this. It's smaller, bold it. So these are our line pages. And then you simply just add in your pages for the lines. Now, let me type in here, line pages. So now that has the name for that page. So when I come down here to page number 4, this is my doodle section, right? So my doodle section, I'll type in doodle. Make it bold. Increase the font size. Let me make sure I have the same size. Right. Bring this down right here. So this is my doodle section. So now I'm gonna enter in doodle. So let's go back up and check to make sure I've named all my pages, and I have. All right. So each page has been named. So now I can add in my links for line pages for doodle. So come here, go to link, line pages, done. So that, as I said before, when you see the underline show up, then it lets you know that it is linked. But I don't see my underline there, so let me go back and make sure. And another way to check in, okay, now I see it. But also, you see this right here, it says go to that page. You click on that, it takes you to that page. Okay, so I have my line pages linked. Now let's go to Doodle, 3 dots, link, Doodle, done. And you will know it's there again once you have the underline there. Also, you can click on it, go to page, and it takes you to the Doodle section. So that is how you create your hyperlinks. So then you'll go through the whole process of adding the links to each page. Well, I don't need one for this page because it's the section that we're in, right? So hit click here, 3 dots, link, and then do Doodle, done. There you go. This is our Doodle section. So I move this up here, put this down here, Doodle, 3 dots, link, and then I'll do my line pages. So now everything has been hyperlinked in this planner. So it's all there for you. So that is how you create your hyperlinks. Let me go back over one more time. I'll do a review for everything we've covered so far. So when you are creating a digital planner, you need to make sure that you, one, find some type of digital binder PNG that you want to use. Find the rings, find a spine. Creative Fabrica has a ton of them out there. Whatever works best for you. Upload that to your Canva. And then you have to make sure you have your cover. I sized this at 8.5 by 11. I added in the wood background to make it appear to be on top of a desk, but use whatever background that you want to. And then you have your cover, find your title, think of your sections, and then you start adding in your hyperlinks. Now, I see here that I did not add my hyperlinks here. So let me click here. Index, 3 dots, go to link. This is my index page, boom, bam, done. And once you see it underlined, you know that it has been hyperlinked. Also, click on that link, go to page, it takes you there. So you know it's there. All right, so for my line pages, 3 dots, link, line pages, done. For Doodle, 3 dots, link, Doodle is done. So each page has been linked within this document. It's all there for you to use. All right. Now you may ask, Shanika, how am I able to then download this? So what you have to do is the same process. You go to share, you download this as a PDF document that is best for emailing. Once that has been done, you can test it out in a GoodNotes feature or any other annotated document process that you may use to ensure that the links are working, and then just go from there. So that is how you can create hyperlinks in Canva. This is the digital planner. Now, if I wanted to create a template for sale to give to someone, let's say I'm just selling this, right? So you do the same process. You come on. You go up to the share button, and then you're going to download that as a PDF email document. And you're going to go to, got ahead of myself. You go to share, template link. Once you find that template link, you copy that and you paste it into your PDF document that you're going to use to send to your customer when they buy something from you. So creating a link in Canva is super easy. It helps you make things easy, breezy for yourself, because once your customer has that link, they can use it and go forward and start creating, right? So I hope that this video has helped you out a whole lot, and I cannot wait to see what you create when you have decided to use Canva to help you boost your business and to help you be able to see a change and make a profit. Thank you.